Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. This is your Tarot, Rune, Astro Dice, and Oracle reading for the month of September 2023. The rune that came out for you is called Urus, and it came out in reverse like this. This is the rune of the bull, the wild bulls of Europe. And this, when it comes out in reverse, is showing that in the month of September, there may be events that unfold that are largely out of your control, and you just have to go with the flow. So, for example, if any of you are dealing with health issues, it's like, you can't do anything about it now. You just kind of have to roll with the punches. Or if any unexpected responsibilities come up, you kind of just have to go with it. Or any certain duties or things that you have to do this month that you don't necessarily want to do, but you have to do. I'm seeing things like that, like things moving forward and you just have to do it. You have no other choice. You have no other option. So I don't want to say it's going to be turbulent. It seems like there's just a lot of events taking place this month that are kind of out of your control, like you have to go along with it. So that's really interesting. I'm seeing some sort of duty or obligation that you may be having to do. So I don't know why I'm thinking of jury duty or something that you have to go to that involves your in-laws that you don't necessarily want to go to, but you have to go to. That's the kind of energy I'm seeing here. I was gonna say putting up with. Maybe you're putting up with something this month. I don't know. Your Astro Dice, you have Neptune in Scorpio in the first house. It's kind of hard to show you, but Neptune rules over the unseen realms, and Scorpio is very, very transformational, death, rebirth, very psychic as well. And the first house is all about yourself. So I feel like you are diving deep into your own kind of energy and your own practices in life and analyzing what your life looks like, where you want things to go, and just getting really deep with yourself. I feel your dreams may be very significant this month. You may be having psychic dreams, and I'm also seeing transformations in your life that seems to be guided by the unseen realms and by spirits and your spirit guides. It's like really big synchronicities coming through for you that change the trajectory of your life is what I'm seeing. And you're gonna feel in the moment as these shifts are happening that it's guided by your spirit guides. So that is really interesting. The animal spirit coming out for you is the camel, which is very, very wise, very Sagittarius energy, fire energy. So you're in your power this month for sure. And this camel spirit really talks about seeing things through the long and moral way, doing things the right way, even if it takes longer to do it. So the camel spirit really represents knowledge and being very patient with your goals and your dreams and your aspirations is what I want to say. For example, if you're going to school, you may be in a really long program, but you're staying determined and you're doing it. Or if you're starting a business, you're not giving up, you're going to take your time, however long it takes. And for many of you, I'm seeing there might have been a goal that you've been working on for years now. Years you've been growing and learning more and developing your goal, whatever it is. I don't know, your education around it and your credibility and your professionalism. It feels very career related for many of you. And I feel like there may be some bigger payoffs in September for that. I'm also seeing obligations. There may be something that takes you out of your comfort zone in September when it comes to this longer goal. For example, if you've been working really hard on climbing the corporate ladder and reaching your career goals, you may have an obligation that you have to do this month that you really aren't looking forward to, but it will bring you closer to your goal. For example, your boss may put you on a public speaking gig or something like that, or you might have some sort of collaboration that will really help you in this goal or in your career, but you're not really looking forward to it. I'm seeing a weird sense of social anxiety for you, where it's you have to do something because it will bring you closer to what you want and your goal and your life's dream, but you don't necessarily want to do it because it feels socially exhausting. And the same thing can apply to relationships. If your goal is to have a happy, healthy family and relationship with your spouse or partner, there are going to be times where you have to spend time with their in-laws, for example, and you don't necessarily want to do that. You may not feel like yourself. It may make you socially uncomfortable, but it's just one of those things that you have to do, and it'll bring you closer to that vision that you have for yourself. So I am seeing something like that here. Also, again, the camel spirit is giving me psychic dreams, and we even have the moon. Pay attention to your dreams. They're going to be really symbolic this month, and your intuition seems to be really on point. I'm seeing a lot of you diving deep into mediumship, psychic abilities, some sort of divination practice as well. Your energy oracle, of course, the magician and the mirror, as I was talking about divination practices. I do wonder if some of you are getting into witchcraft or manifestation, law of attraction, or doing something that will better your manifestation skills and bring you closer to the life that you want. The magician and the mirror shows that your life around you is a manifestation of your internal reality. It's a reflection of your internal reality. That's the mirror part of it, right? And your conscious will is the magician. You can use your consciousness, your conscious awareness, to decide to make changes internally and in your life. And by deciding to do that, your external reality will change as well to match the vibration of your internal reality. So that is the wisdom of the magician and the mirror. And I see you really diving deep into that this month. Some of you may be doing some deep spiritual practices, such as journaling or just taking walks, or kind of reanalyzing, like, what can you change about yourself and your routine and your life that will change the reality that you experience. It's like, if I want to experience a different reality for myself, I need to do something I've never done before, because you're not going to magically manifest a whole new life for yourself with all your problems away by doing the same old thing you've always been doing. So I feel like you're kind of really taking a good hard look, especially with Urus coming out in reverse, at your health practices, at the job direction, career direction you have, your finances, your relationships, just your routine in general, what you do on a daily basis, and how can you improve that. From the Moonology deck, we have the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. I am seeing a decision that you make out of self-love, and it's not going to be easy. So some of you might be, for example, quitting cigarettes. That came into my mind. Or quitting something that you know is bad for you, like soda or juices, or excessive added sugars, things like that. I'm seeing you having a lot of self-love here and doing something difficult because of that self-love. This may be the month that you kick a bad habit, or I'm just seeing like an overall reminding yourself, I am good enough, I can do hard things. That's a really good affirmation. I can do hard things. I can do things that are difficult, even if they are correct. And that's, again, the wisdom of the camel as well. You know, like doing the right thing, even if it takes a while, even if it's not easy, you have the strength within you. So I am seeing, Leo, kicking bad habits to the curb this month. Some of you are completely changing your diet, and you might have only gotten to this point because of a health issue, or you are afraid of developing a health issue that might be genetic. I am seeing that. So I am seeing changing your diet and removing toxins from your diet, from your environment, like smoking, junk food, added sugars, whatever it is for you, juices and sodas, artificial dyes, processed foods, deli meats, like whatever it is that you're really focused on right now. Okay, I'm seeing you removing the toxins in your life. Let's dive into the tarot. We're going to do 9 cards, 3 rows of 3. First card out is 6 of Pentacles in reversed, and this says material success. That's really interesting. I am seeing a goal to make more money and also a goal to be successful in your health. Like, I keep coming back to health, wanting that. And a lot of people take their health for granted until they start having problems with it, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have taken that for granted. I feel like health is the foundation of peace and happiness, honestly. Like, if you aren't healthy, you can't even enjoy being rich. You can't enjoy having a beautiful family. I mean, you can enjoy it, but it's like, if your body is constantly in pain, like, it just puts a whole damper on everything. So I am seeing here a desire for health, a desire for stable finances as well if you don't have them. Second card out for you is the Eight of Swords in reversed, short and force. One of your biggest obstacles this month is how you talk to yourself, how you communicate with yourself. And we see that in the first house coming out with Neptune here. How you speak to yourself when you look in the mirror, when you're... A good way to figure out how you speak to yourself is to journal, honestly. That will get in the way of whether or not you're able to achieve your goals, okay? And I'm begging you. Affirmations are so simple and they change everything. Like if you're someone who's constantly saying like, oh, it's so hard to eat healthy, it's so difficult, blah, 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 blah. I dare you to look yourself in the mirror and say, I crave healthy food. I love cooking with healthy foods. It is so easy to choose healthy foods. Like literally just use affirmations to change the way you speak about yourself and your circumstances, and watch how you actually are able to do the things you are saying. It's crazy. Third card out for you is the Queen of Cups in reversed. Yeah, I am seeing a feminine energy for you who also may be going through health issues. This could be a mom or a sister for a lot of you, and they have their own health problems that they're dealing with. And I feel like by watching them go through these issues, or having watched them go through these issues, it kind of puts a more seriousness on how you're viewing your own health and foundation, health and money. It's like, I don't want to go through that same pain and suffering. So someone in your family might have not been the healthiest or have a lot of health issues come up for them, and you're asking yourself, how can I avoid that now? I am seeing that. Not even just in the health department, but also financially, in your relationships, in your mental health. I mean, look at the people who came before you, your parents, your aunts and uncles, your grandparents. Like, how can you learn from them is what I'm seeing here. How can you love yourself and evolve past the issues that afflicted them, okay? What can you do differently? Second row out for you, fourth card is death. This does not predict actual death, guys. I just want to say that if you're new to tarot readings. This is an ending that will be happening for you in September. And death is a really positive card of transformation, and it goes hand in hand with the Scorpio energy here, by the way. I really see you putting to rest a bad habit. Like, let's see what's next to this, actually. Center of your spread, Six of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to ask you, if you bond with people over toxic habits, for example, like you only see a certain friend when you're out drinking, what if you ask that friend, instead of going out at nighttime, what if we go out during lunch and we go to like a juice bar and we get like a salad and some like freshly pressed juice with a lot of nutritional value, things like that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that vision. It's just like, what if you took the initiative here and made it easier for yourself by creating a community and people around you who also choose a healthy lifestyle? Like your regular routine with the people around you, maybe you sit around and watch TV with them, maybe you go out drinking, maybe you go clubbing, and that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, what if you asked them to do the things that you want to do? Like if you always wanted to travel, what if you just said like, hey, let's go traveling, let's book this trip? Or if you want to get healthier, how can your community, how as a group can you all collectively raise your vibration? I think those are the best types of friendships and partnerships, where not just one person betters themselves, but the group betters themselves. So I am seeing that. Also with Six of Cups, this month I am seeing a get together with friends. That'll be really heartwarming, and there will be a lot of bonding over the past and nostalgia, like stories being shared from the past, which is really cool. and you'll be able to see how much you have grown versus how much everyone else has stayed the same, honestly. I do think you'll be pleasantly surprised, though, by one or two people this month who have grown a lot, and like you're just proud of them and like what they're achieving in life. So I'm seeing a lot of beautiful like social interactions that you'll be having, and just kind of seeing and acknowledging the passing of time and what it's doing for everyone in your life, and kind of asking yourself, what can the time do for me? How can I age like a fine wine? I keep coming back to like the spirit of time being in your head in September, and trying to work with this spirit as a spirit guide. Sixth card out, we have the Two of Cups right next to the Six of Cups. Okay, happiness. Okay, romance. Okay, beautiful friendship and family members. I feel like your social life is on point this month. You're very satisfied. And I feel like you're cultivating really healthy, balanced relationships that do not include any codependency, which is great because that might have been a problem for you in the past, especially your first card being the Six of Pentacles in reversed. The first card out always to me represents like where you're coming from, and this is unbalanced when it's in reversed. So I definitely feel like you are cultivating nice, healthy relationships that aren't built off of codependency, which is really great. And a part of this journey is working on your self-esteem, your health, and just making sure you're good. I feel like the more you focus on your health, your stability, your finances, your everything, your whole life, the healthier your relationships will get as well. So we are seeing a beautiful partnership here, though. It's looking really good this month if you want love. For some of you, I even want to say, like, I wonder if an old friend comes back and there's like a crush going on there. I don't know. That might be the story for some people, but it's looking good. Okay. Seventh card out, final row, we have the Ten of Cups in reversed. Yeah. I wonder if some of you are having family members that have some sort of disease or illness or health problems right now. I am seeing here, you might not necessarily want to care for these people, okay? But it feels like you have to. So I do wonder if that's the obligation that we picked up earlier on, where it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to drive you to all these appointments. I don't want to, have you live with me. I don't want to take care. I don't want to be your caretaker. But you feel obligated. Like there's no other choice. You just kind of have to roll with the punches. Now, I'm not predicting ill health. That's not something that I predict as a psychic upon anyone. So this would be something you already know about. Yeah. So next, and also if you're in a long-term relationship, I feel like you're kind of asking and talking about these things with your partner, like how can we live healthier, because like I'm not trying to become a widow or a widower, and I'm not trying to take care of you with all your health issues when we're older and I'm retired and trying to like travel to all these tropical islands and you're out here needing me to wipe your butt. Like, no, take care of yourself now so we don't get there. Next, we have Seven of Pentacles, success unfulfilled. Yeah, I feel like this is summarizing that camel energy that we saw earlier, where it's like you're in the long haul for a goal, and there might be some frustration that you're experiencing at the time that you're watching this of like, man, like I just wish it'll come in. Like, where's my success? Like, I just want to graduate. I just want to, get that promotion. I just want business success, whatever the case may be. Like, I just want this period to be over with, and the period that I want to come in. So it's a work in progress, guys. It's coming in. Relax. Final card out is the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. This is your energy right now. Really organized, taking care of business. I'm seeing quite a busy schedule for you this month, actually, and you're on top of it. Like, you're very well organized. I'm seeing like color-coded calendars and schedulers, and again, right underneath the Two of Cups, healthy boundaries is coming in here. And also I'm seeing here, I can't describe the energy I'm picking up on. It's like having healthy boundaries with in-laws or something like that. Like having healthy boundaries with your partner's friends or like mutual people. Like you don't necessarily feel close to these people. You don't necessarily like them, but they're a part of your life and they feel like obligated in your life. And it's like, listen, like I'll show up, I'll take care of you when I can, but like boundaries. I'm not going to sit here and just become completely codependent here, like where you need me to survive, you need me to thrive. So I'm seeing you avoiding a caretaker position that would end up being like really codependent. It's like, I'll help you out here and there, but like, I'm not enabling you. This could also be like an addiction thing. If you have like a family member or someone in your life who has an addiction, it's like, you know, I'll give you food, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, I'll support you, but I am not giving you money. I'm not enabling you. So I'm seeing stern boundaries there and not wanting to have that codependent enabler relationship with someone. I am seeing that, and really, really good stuff there. And the reason you got here to this point where you're not going to enable people is because you are loving yourself, full moon in Virgo, doing positive self-love affirmations, knowing your worth, and continuously pouring energy into yourself, your own health, your finances, your goals. Like, that's number one, honestly. Even if you have kids, even if you have whatever, like, number one. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also have my spiritual life coaching sessions there and my goddess energy intention oil, so go ahead and check that out. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Bye-bye.